Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. I'm Nick Reeves, and today, this video, don't know how much we're going to do about modelling, just a bit of a update as to what's going on, a bit of a chat actually, more than anything. Had a couple of people asking me a few different questions which I'll come to, but there's been I've made a couple of decisions about what I need to do. With regards to the videos on the channel, I want to make more videos. I've got more videos in the pipeline, planned and whatnot. How I go about them is hopefully going to improve. But one of the things that keeps on getting asked by a couple of different people is, when's the next video? When's the next video? Well, one of the problems I've got is the job I do, I'm away for extended periods of time from home, anywhere from 10 days to 10 weeks. So there could be spells where I haven't got time to make the videos, edit them, and then when I'm away actually get them online, get them published, etc. So what I'm trying to do slowly is get a backlog of videos so that I can then just hit the button to publish them once they're uploaded, and hopefully there'll be a constant stream of videos coming up. I'll watch other channels, quite a few I've subscribed to. It's always good to get that notification that there's a new video. Hopefully yourselves that are watching this, it's the same. So I want to try and get as many videos as I can out to you. Right now though, you can probably see this place, it's a right state, for want of a better word. I've started just today, this afternoon, started going through, tidying up things. I can't do anything on this bench useful at the moment. I just need to organise stuff, get tools put away, get rid of all the rubbish off the bench, all the bits and pieces on that, bits of hinge and random horn. This pile of stuff here, I mean there's 3 motors there, which I'm not sure what they're for. But all of this, well 4 motors, but all of this bits here are for 2 builds that I'm going to be doing in the not too distant future hopefully. All of that lot all needs tied up, because basically on this bench I've got 2 areas, this area here and that area, so I can effectively have 2 builds going on at the same time. If you can hear them, you have to excuse the seagulls, they're blowing noisy tonight. So yeah, I've got 2 areas, but at the minute I can't use either of them. And then over this side, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, this is like a work table repair area, and I've got another area over there, which again is just covered in absolute carp, because that's just a dumping ground. So I want to clear all of this out, sort it all out, get things put away, maybe even get some more shelves put up, so I can get things stored away. I'm also having a bit of a clear out of models as well. Not necessarily models I want to get rid of. There's a model over here that's going back to its original owner, which you'll hopefully see in a future video, which I'll come to in a moment. There's a couple of models that haven't flown. I'm looking at behind the camera, there's at least 2 I can see there that haven't flown for probably 2 or more years. They're going to be sold on. I've got some models up in the loft that are going to be sold on, not because I need space up in the loft, but just generate some cash, create a bit of space, put it back into other things that we're doing just now. I've got an airplane down there that I want to sell on, but Ewan wants to fly it before we sell it. Other projects that are sitting here needing stuff done. Just the video for the Youngmaster flight, I'll put a link up here somewhere. That's thrown up some issues with the model which I need to sort out. But again, it's a big aeroplane, it takes up all of this space here to work on it, and to do the jobs I need to do on that, I need to strip the whole thing down again. So in the meantime, it's currently living in the van until I can get all the things sorted out in here to generate the space to work on it. For example, the Watt 4XL, I've just taken the can and everything off because I wasn't happy with how it was running with the can. Just put the standard muffler and a wraparound muffler back on it. But now I've got to find somewhere for that to live. I've got to figure out where I can hang it up, maybe even jiggle things around again, because what I tend to do is have the smaller models at that end, because the slope of the garage is that way exaggerated, it's higher at that end. I can't put big models at that end because I'll bash my head off them, so I put the small models down there and the bigger ones at this end, so it's going to have to live somewhere here I think. Not sure where. There's another model that's going to be sold. Again, I don't know if you can see that. It's a sport jet. So yeah, that's what's happening in here. I've got previous projects that aren't finished yet laying around which need to get finished. Can't do that until this is clear. Obviously I've only got so much time. Kids are still on summer holidays just now, so I'm spending time with them. They're back to school soon, but as soon as they're back to school, we've got 2 flying events that we're attending. One is a weekend event, it's our summer fun flight, our club, but the weekend after that is the BMFA Nationals. Again, I'll put a link to the bottom of it. If you can get there, get there. It's a great weekend. Every kind of possible aeromodelling discipline is represented at the Nationals in competition. The only thing that isn't there, because it's BMFA Power Nationals, is silent flight. That's held, I believe, don't quote me on this, I believe it's held the same weekend at the National Centre at Buckminster. But as it's not our thing, we go to the Nationals for the powered fly. And you've got, I guess, every kind of discipline you think of: pylon racing, scale, aerobatics, IMAC. You've got control line, all the different disciplines that go with control line: combat, Goodyear, carrier, speed, scale, control line. You've also got the show line, which is a display, model display, some cracking aeroplanes flying there. I've been led to believe Dave Johnson's taking his big Vulcan, his 20-foot span Vulcan there this year. There's also a massive trade presence, so you can buy almost anything you want. I'm going to do my best this year not to spend any money on modelling stuff, because I don't need anything. There's a few bits and pieces of hardware I need to buy, but apart from that, I don't need any new aeroplanes or anything like that. So I'm going to do my best to keep my wallet firmly in my trousers. There's also on the Sunday a massive, they call it a swap meet, but it's not. It's like let's say a model sale. People can buy a table for like a $5 or something, and they sell their wares. Last time we were there, the pitches were apparently opening up at 8 o'clock or something. We wandered down there at 6 in the morning thinking it was going to start early, and it was heaving, absolutely heaving. So by 8 o'clock we'd been around everything, seen everything we wanted to do. We were back at the tent having breakfast. So it does get busy. There are some bargains to be had. As an example, somewhere, I think it's down over there, I've got a Zenoa 26 G26 magneto engine. Saw it, thought, oh yeah, that'd be handy, I wonder how much that would be. And I said to the guy, no, how much you want for it? And he said, 50 quid. And I said, well, I'll give you 40 for it. And he said, done. I couldn't rip his arm off quick enough. So things like that, bargains, if that's something that you're looking for, you can be had. Obviously there's other things that you think, my god, how much does he want for that? Or she want for that? But it's horses for courses, it's only worth what someone's prepared to pay. But yeah, the weekend, it's a great weekend. We are going down on the Friday. I can't remember off the top of my head what the date is. I think it's the 25th. But it's the bank holiday weekend in August. Again, I'll put the link at the bottom. We're going down on the Friday, early morning. We're going to be leaving here. It's a good 6 hour, maybe 6.5 hour drive for us. So we're leaving early morning. We're meeting up with my dad somewhere, probably in Grantham somewhere, and then heading over to the site whenever we can get onto the site. There's big discussions just now about when we can and can't get on, but we'll just have to play it by ear. And then we'll be coming home some point on the Monday, because it still goes on the Monday. There's no show line, display show line on the Monday, but all the trade stands are still there and all the competitions are finishing up on the Monday. And then it'll be a relaxed drive back home. Well, for me anyway, you and probably sleeping. So yeah, that's something I've been looking forward to for a long time, going to the Nats. It's a great weekend. What I'm planning on doing as well, for you lovely lot, is trying to do a video of the weekend. It might end up being 2 parts or something like that, but I'm planning on doing like a fly on the wall, our experience of the Nats. Tried it before, but didn't have a great camera and didn't edit it, just it was raw footage slapped together. I might see if I can find the video to that as well. and put it up. But yeah, it'd be a good weekend. So that aside, so with regards to the Nats, I'll be taking some of the models down here to sell. I'll be putting them up, listing them beforehand to generate some interest. Yeah, I'm just having a look around just now trying to think. I think I'm going to be taking down to sell at least 4. I'm taking down another 2 to hand over to my dad while we're there, and then I'm bringing back 1 for me from him and then 1 for somebody else off him as well. Plus we've got to hand over another model to somebody else while we're there. Hopefully everybody will get the model that they want. And as I said, I won't come home with too many more toys, if any. I've got a plan to buy 1 thing, but I see what happens with that. Don't let too many cats out of the bag. What else? So yeah, having a general tidy up. Once I can get this place tidied up a bit more, not necessarily a lot, but a bit more, I'm going to see if I can't get on with the ME109 that's sitting over here, the slope sawer. I've also got the Venturi to mess around with. Don't know when that's going to be ready. Really, actually I'll do what I'm waiting for that, just again while I think about it. Just ordered 2 more receivers, Lebanon receivers, one of which is for that, because I'm using a cheapish receiver, because that could well smack into the ground pretty hard pretty quick. So I don't want to use an expensive receiver in that. So I've got that to finish off. Again, I'll video all of this for you. And I've got the slope sawing Spitfire. I apologise to anybody that's been following these series that I've not carried on with them quickly. If you haven't already learnt, I do like building, I do like getting projects done, but I also have a concentration span, a focus span that's quite short. So I don't so much get bored with things quickly, but something else grabs my attention and I get on with that. And then I'll come back to something else later on and carry on with it. So now I've made the conscious decision, I've got to get on with these 2 projects. 1, because they need done, but 2, they're in my way here. They're sitting part built in boxes, just getting in the way. So yeah, there's all these things to be getting on with, all of which I'll try and video as I can. And so this pile of bits here is to go into 2 aeroplanes. There, as an example, that is the box for the motor that is in the Venturi, and it's just mount in the box and a couple of screws. I just need to bin the box and keep them out. So that's what I need to get. That's what I'm going to be spending my time doing this evening, just working my way through this bench, getting all the tools put away as best I can, and just tidying up. I might even start doing something on the I've got the name of it. I'm actually quite tired today. ME109, Funfighter ME109. If you haven't seen it already, again, I'll put a link up here somewhere to the build so far of that. And somewhere along the lines you'll see the videos for the Spitfire as well. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you a quick update as to what's been happening, where I'm going, and why it's taking some time to get some videos up. So if you have any comments or queries, just let me know underneath. Any questions about what's going on here, what you want to see me doing, what you want to see finished next of all the things I've started, let me know and see what I can do. So for now, I'll catch you all a bit later. Thanks for watching the video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I've just shown you. Click on my face down here, you can subscribe, remember to tick the bell so you get notifications as to when new videos are put up. And down this side, there'll probably be some videos that you might also like to watch. Catch you next time.